Hello, everyone. Thank you for having gone this far. Of course, I have to come in and address some things because it was requested for, right? So, of course, most of those things should have actually been addressed, in our presentation tomorrow. But because of the interest of the people that ask questions, of course, we quickly have to maybe attend to certain questions, even though tomorrow we're going to deal with it, in details. My name is Niyi Adeleye. So I'm the president and CEO of Perfection Real Estate Group. I'm here because somebody specifically mentioned CEO in the questioning. So I don't have any option than to come on board. But to quickly address this issue so that we don't waste time, I'll quickly go directly to the questions, in summary, and answer them. But note that tomorrow we're going to break down, these issues more for you to understand. Now, of course, somebody asked for address of the company. Of course, that has been posted on the group, right? Then, specifically for offline training, because maybe according to the question, sometimes there's no data or thereabouts. So offline training, of course, we're going to look into that, and then maybe fix a particular day or those days when we want to actually do some of those training. Some people can actually come and probably will present with maybe a more like an interactive class session. Well, that can be looked into. Then, of course, when we talked about we talked about prospecting. That is how to talk to people about what we are doing, right? So, of course, parts of what we will tell you about tomorrow is about how you can also become a part of the system, which is the ambassadorship certification program, among other things. Of course, that program will actually help you. Part of the training you will do if you subscribe for the program, is to teach you how to prospect, how to, because you will be representing our brand. We get the point. So that will help. We get the point. Part of the training you will get is how to prospect, among many other training that you have, that will equip you, that will develop your capacity to be able to do these things effectively. So worry not, that will be done. Then, of course, I think what I get again is the benefits. That is, if I prospect, that is what I get by that question. If I prospect and probably somebody come through me or thereabouts, is there any benefit that I can get in real terms? Of course, part of the training you will get in the ambassadorship program is, benefit for, one activity or the other. Because if you are an ambassador, there are so many things we will train you, there are so many things we will input into you. It will help you to understand our mission and vision and our products. And of course, the purpose is for you to tell your sphere of influence. So when you do that, of course, there are benefits, and I think that's what I understand by the question. Then I get another insight into maybe if somebody buys property, what are they expect to get as benefit? But the way I understand the question is that maybe, okay, how do we help the person, somebody who wants to buy property? Or are we the one that will do the documentation or thereabout? That's what I get. But I don't, if I'm wrong, the question can be repeated. But what I get is that, okay, if somebody is buying land from us, for example, what does the person get? We'll give the person. Are we going to give the person all the documents? Are we going to help the person through all the process of documentation? That's what I understand by the question. But of course, definitely yes. Part of when we talk about Perfection Estate, of which one of which we should break down again tomorrow, talking about we going ahead of you to do some acquisition of properties, maybe like expanse of land, of course, when you break them into plots, the expectation is that we will remove all the problems, that you may encounter in the process of buying properties. Because one of the problems that people have is when I buy property, there's a lot of problems around it. So we will help you to remove all the problems, part of which is documentation. You get the point now, and several other things like all the communal problems or money problems. We will have handled it for you. So everything is from the beginning to the end. We handle everything for you. But like I said, tomorrow again, further breakdown, will be done. Then somebody also asked about the Wealth Club, right? The Wealth Club, of course, is an umbrella body, an organization, right? That warehouses the real estate investment vehicles, that of which you will be playing in. So the Wealth Club is like a membership-based real estate club, right? So for you to be able to invest, in real estate and achieve that purpose of financial freedom that we're talking about, of course, you have to be a member of the real estate, Wealth Club. Then you talk about maybe the investment vehicles, or the benefit of the investments. You talk about the ordinary investment, the FPIS, which is fractional pocket ownership investment scheme, and the platinum investment. Now, of course, the ordinary investment is just aimed, to help you to become a real estate investor in real terms, because it is quite easy. No matter the level you want to operate by, whether low, medium, or high, or even high, the platform of the ordinary investment allows you to express yourself, in that manner, right? And then, of course, the ordinary investment is just like an real estate investment vehicle. That is, you can say that I'm a real estate investor by virtue of doing ordinary investments, right? Then the FUIS, that is fractional pocket ownership investment scheme, is just an investment into infrastructure development at our various estates all over Nigeria. Of course, when there's an estate, there is infrastructure development in an estate as well. So we only create a platform for people to invest in that process and make returns as well, right? Then the same thing applies for the platinum investment. The platinum investment is you are investing into the building projects. We have housing scheme, all over our estates. So if you are doing platinum investment, it's like you are investing in the building project. Now, of course, talk about benefits for all of them. They all have benefits. Number one is, you earn dividend on ordinary investments every 3 months. Every 3 months, a dividend, you earn a dividend. It means accrues, on your ordinary investment, right? And it's added to it, right? Then the same thing applies to FUIS, which is 2 ways of earning: the interest and the profits. The interest of 10% annually, and the profit sharing that is determined based on profits from the projects, right? And all those ones you have a share of it. Same applies to platinum, well builders investment as well. The only difference among this one is the level of the entry level, and how they run. I just different, or what they are targeted towards. So what is different. Now, when you talk about the benefit in real terms, of course, the lowest that any investor can earn annually is 20% on top of your investment. The lowest, the very minimum that you can ever earn on any of your investment. It could be higher, it could be much higher, it could be even 50% at the end of the day. It could be more and more, because we're talking about real estate investments. So real estate investments can appreciate anyhow depending on activities. But we are saying that the minimum you can ever get annually on your investment is 20%. Then, of course, you mentioned about 3 years or thereabouts, like 3 years. What's 3 years all about? Now, that's what we call the wealth accumulation period. For instance, somebody that is doing other investments, this is a monthly investment that you're supposed to be doing, right? So from time to time, maybe on monthly, of course, maybe this month you do 10,000 naira, next month you could do 50, the next other one you could do 6,000 naira, the other one you are accumulating, wealth. Because sometimes for you to move into real estate, it may not be easy because it's capital intensive. So we are trying to say that you are gathering the capital by virtue of your investment. But that is not only the benefit. you are also earning dividend, on top of that capital that you are putting together. So your capital is actually growing even while you are investing it, because of the dividend that is attracting from time to time. So now we are not saying that the accumulation period is always between 3 to 5 years. From 3 to 5 years, you should have been able to gather some, good resources together. So now, if after 3 to 5 years, you now want to decide, on what to do with your capital, because you have gathered the capital, you have created wealth, you have accumulated wealth by virtue of what you have done within 3 to 5 years. Now, okay, I've been able to accumulate 1.2 million, for example, within 3 to 5 years. Now, the opportunity is now there to say whether I want to convert this money to buy into real estate. That is helping you to graduate into real estate, portfolio ownership, from your accumulation of your wealth, which would not have been possible if there's no platform for you to do that. So that is the advantage of your having to a platform that helps you to accumulate wealth, to gather wealth together. So having done that, you now want to translate it to real estate, or you want to cash out your money, both principal and the interest you have accrued for 3 to 5 years. You want to get it back, maybe for some other things or thereabouts. It's left for you. But of course, we encourage real estate investment to accumulate as much as possible. So at the end of the day, you find out that you have become a big real estate portfolio holder. Then, of course, somebody mentioned paying for 5 years or thereabout. That has to do with our home ownership scheme. Now, one of the things we introduced in encouraging people to own homes is to allow them to pay for 5 years and pay anyhow. It's like, anyhow you can pay for house, anyhow, you want to pay for it. We are not giving you too much condition that will make it difficult for you to cross that level. Maybe, for instance, we have a home and it's sold for 7 million. And I say, okay, go and bring 30% for that's 2.5 million naira before you can pay the rest, whatever. No. We are not doing that kind of thing. We are saying that we give you a 5-year space to pay. You can even bring 10,000 naira. We'll collect from you. And we'll say, okay, fine, 7,000 minus 10,000 naira. That is 6 million something. It is, you have more impetus to want to run for the race to say I will make up this 7 million in 5 years time than when somebody is giving you a condition to say, okay, you must pay 2 million first. So that is kind of, so we make it easy for people to own homes. However, we are going to do more justice to this, tomorrow, right? I just need to address the issues of the question you ask us. So thank you very much. Tomorrow, please don't miss it. We are going to give you, very, very, the breakdown of each and every of these products. You will understand it better tomorrow. Thank you very much.